It's going live. All right, I think we're live, right? Yeah, I think. You guys think so? I don't know.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. I think
we
so.
are.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys. Oh my goodness, dude. What a shitty day. It's okay. Uh, I'm gonna only say that
Just
once.
Thomas couldn't
I got it
curse.
out of
You're
my
not cursed.
system. Hey, okay. I said I'd get it out once. I'd get it
Oh,
out once.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, everyone, it's a really bad day. But
okay.
we got it started. All right, no more. Now we're gonna be careful with what we say. That was the only thing I'm gonna say
Yes,
before
we
it
are live.
starts. We are live, so uh wow, what a crazy start. We were preparing and we were getting ready and everything was so great and I forgot to press the go live button. I'm thankful that B pointed that out. Oh, that'd be awful. That would. Oh, dude. Oh, I'd be so. Oh my goodness, dude. I would be so pissed if I found out I'd be recording for
Um,
like an hour
yeah.
and then
So
it just
let's get
doesn't.
started.
Yeah. All right, we got
Okay.
Alex is in here today, sadly. He had his own stuff to do. But and it was a quick switch, but we have B now. B's back. Say hi, B. I, st-
Hello.
I still can't get
Hi.
over how stupid I am.
It's okay. It
Apologies.
happens.
We had some technical difficulties before this stream started.
Yeah, a lot of preparation, and it just went downhill because I forgot to click the go live button on the YouTube Studio page. Oh. Anyway, so we do have a special guest for this episode. We have Cherry. We have our editor Sage, the cool dude. We know who you are, Sage. You're epic. You're like a big pillar to this project, so I am thankful for that. We got B. B, you mind telling people who you play?
Uh, I'll do it again because no one heard it the first time. um, I have the great pleasure and honor of voicing Zeta for the dub, and it's so much fun, and I love it. And yeah,
Yeah. Dude, I feel like that's a lot better because that warm up, like, it was so awkward and there's so much tension before we went live, right? Thinking we were
yeah.
live. And now it's like it completely went down. We're laughing and it's just we're having a good time now. And I hope it stays that way because that's kind of what I'm looking to do. Holy crap, like 12 people already? 10? That's a lot for live streams. I've never had that much people watching me before on a live stream. Ever in my life. Yeah. So, if you guys don't know, we're about to like get started like in terms of getting episodes out more quickly. B offered to edit, and episode 9 was edited by B. So thank you, B. You did an amazing job editing.
Thanks.
Exquisite.
Yeah.
I tried.
Hey, it's not like trying. I mean, it is, but like you know what I mean. You did a good job. You did it like
Well,
you tried really hard. We just got a lot of subscribers from that, from just going live and episode 9 just coming out. That went up fast. I just like refreshed and the numbers just like. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, yeah, so welcome to the flock. Yeah, we're able to read chat now because we're live. We're not. It's not pre-recorded, so there's a bigger chance of
And
making
I
mistakes.
shall be commenting.
Yeah, we got more. We got more mistakes. We could get more mistakes in here, which makes this even funnier and dumber. And we have to curse less because I can't censor. I can't censor it anymore. So, new rule. Although I literally started the stream like one of the first words, which is
mm-hmm.
which is fine. It was that final, that final war scream.
It's okay. I
All
did
right.
the same thing, but I told you to do it before the recording.
Yeah.
This is part of preparation.
Indeed. Indeed it is. I was,
It's called
I'm sorry.
doomsday preparation.
Doomsday prep. Oh yeah. Cuz if we say one word a little too much, you're going to get canceled. Oh no, I don't want to get canceled. All
You
right.
poor fool. What have you done?
I don't know.
Oh, let's get on with the show.
Yes,
Now the
yes.
introduction's out of the way. Did we even introduce Cherry this time?
Yeah, we did. Did Cherry say hi? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Cherry,
I
say hi
I
to
think I
them.
did. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think
Uh,
I did.
double
Cherry.
takes.
Because we don't remember because we did this before, right? We tried to do an introduction before.
Mhm.
Um,
But we were off the air.
we were, yeah, we weren't on screen and everybody was waiting. What the hell's going on, dude? Where are they
Hooray for
alive? Me,
professionalism.
me over here talking to like the wall. Oh no. Yeah, I'm talking to the wall, guys.
But
Totally people watching.
okay. Well, we've got a few questions, don't we,
Yeah, we do.
Soretto?
Yeah, we have a few questions. People have asked because we're on our server. You could ask questions from like beforehand, and we could prep them up. Of course, you can ask questions in the live chat as well. That's fine as well. But it is a lot easier for us to prep and just prepare for these questions a good few minutes before we go live. By few minutes, I mean like probably like an hour before we go live, because that's usually how long it ends up taking. But yeah, there's this first question. Thank you, Sage, for putting it all the way up there.
It's what I
um,
do.
do the voices for the characters. I could. I might. I'm bored. I'm really bored. All right.
Even if, yeah, just briefly. Get my
Yeah,
taste.
just how do I get my voice, and then and then B's gonna show how she does her voice for Zeta. Anyways, so now, how do I do my voice? Basically I mix. I just saw that. I'm like Jace, and I'm like, oh, and then the JK, and I'm like, oh, all right. Anyways, yeah, I think Gary. Yeah, I do like cookies. I think we all do. Um, anyways, how do I do the voices, or how do I do Kate's voice? It's just all right. So I got the idea from Sage, but basically a little bit of that surfer dude. So just imagine as a voice actor, I think what the best thing you have to like learn in terms of making new voices. Sage also told me this, and I eventually took that into practice. Is you combine two already existing voices. Oh my goodness, these questions. These aren't even related to Down to Earth, but we're gonna answer
I'll take
them.
care of the question. I'm taking care of the questions, bro. You do your thing.
Okay. Anyways, so basically, what happened was, I thought of like, cause Kay's a pretty depressed character for the first few episodes, but I feel like this dude, since he's like just, I think he's like around college student age, I'd say, he's 24, right,
He's
or
yeah,
21,
he's 24.
or I don't know, yeah, 24. So he's just about like college student age, maybe just got out of college. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not I'm not his age. Oh no, I am way like behind. Like I am still in high school. I'm 15, which is kind of weird to think about. A 15-year-old that like did this all in the matter of like a few months is kind of, you wouldn't expect that, because like I know a lot of people in my school are like doing something like with TikTok or like doing TikTok dances, and then me over here like director mode, like breathing heavily, like I gotta make sure I got this guest in, and we're supposed to have another guest in, but they're off with 3 hours of sleep, and so we'll bring them in next time. There's some interesting people that I'd like to put on this podcast that I've met. Anyways, I got off topic. Cade's voice. You do a little bit of that surfer dude. So basically, just imagine like, dude, let's go surf some waves, bro, but like deeper. So like, surfer, dude. You get that like gloominess. So like, Kate has gloominess. So you gotta figure out how he feels. So just get a little bit of that gloominess in, and then you mix a little bit of that surfer, dude. Surfer, dude. So gloominess is easy to start off with. This is an easy two voices to mix, cause you just gotta go like a little lower, and then surfer, dude, and then you get Cade's voice, and I do deepen it a little bit in the audio thing, cause I'm still 15, but Cade is I always gotta make sure I do like surfer, dude. Cause then if I go too high, it's an immediate jump. If I go a little too high, it doesn't sound natural. But if I go low, and I keep it at a low somewhere around there, where I go like "Seba dude," then you get Cade's voice. So yeah, this is Cade. Thanks for shopping at Spender's. Have a nice day or whatever. Just that. It takes a while to warm up into though. So it's difficult to warm into or warm up into. That's because I'm not a low range. I'm mid, and I'm mid to high range. So that's my range. Okay, sorry. Anyways, to be, how do you do your voice? How did you figure out how to do Zeta's voice?
Well, a lot of the inspiration is drawn from Starfire from Teen Titans.
Oh
Most
no!
of the inspiration.
Hold up. Something happened. You
Yeah.
can keep saying stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Hold up. I'm
can
so
stop.
sorry, guys. My audio just went really bad. I will be right back. All right. I will be right back. Oh my goodness, this
Okay.
is awful. You guys.
Now, are we still going to be live?
It'll take like a minute, not even a minute, like a few seconds. All right. Guys, I apologize. Is the stream still good? Is everything still good with the stream? We're all good? We're all set? I think so.
Yeah,
Oh well,
looks like
damn
it.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the B question. My audio went bad for a second. Anyways, how did you get the Zeta voice? Or how did you make it?
Well, like I was saying, a lot of the inspiration is drawn from Starfire from Teen Titans. The kind of disconnected way her speech pattern goes, because obviously being an alien, her English is not her language that she knows. Then she only gets it from Cade through the brain thingy.
Yeah.
The headbutt.
Yeah, the headbutt. The
Headbutt.
headbutt of knowledge. And really that's kind of just where the idea comes from. It's not too dissimilar from my actual just kind of normal speaking voice. It's a lot higher, and she's there's some air in it, but for the most part it's really just me, but a little bit higher and a lot more optimistic, unless it calls for me to be a little bit more stern, like
Yeah.
when they were arguing over the
Yeah.
Zomox, the precious child, like they're arguing over that, and she's like, I didn't know it was electronic, and they get in that argument and everything like that. But
Yeah.
she's a very she's just very positive. I don't she's of course we see her be like sad or angry sometimes, but for the most part she seems very just, I don't know, positive, like a little ray of sunshine, but from space. So
Yes.
I don't know, it's not, I really more just have to get into the character, because me myself, I'm not very I'm not very optimistic. I'm not very like up in that high, like elevated tone of voice all the time. I'm usually kind of down here. And we were making a joke before we started that, like, it sounded like I was trying to do a Kate impression or something because I sounded so tired. I was like, "Hey," like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
it's
like you
like,
joined and I'm like, "Whoa, yo, Cade?"
and but yeah, um, I find it really fun to do Zeta's voice just because it's not too different, so I don't have to a lot. It's a lot easier for the words to just kind of come out, even though I do have to kind of speak in that disconnected uh cadence with the words that I say. But
Yeah.
it's still a lot of fun. It's not something I get to do for any of my other projects and stuff, so I like it. It's fun.
Yeah. Sage is going to be actually I think in episode 10 soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
The editor is
I
going
shall
to
premiere myself.
aliens.
Quake in fear.
All right.
Aliens.
Yeah, that is I love that line. Great. Absolutely great. I love that meme.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I love it. That's so good.
I just
E.
went on Twitter and saw this. Holy crap. It's like a dragon cat. I'm not that's off topic. I'm sorry.
Mm,
That is
Stay
very
focused.
off
Stay
topic. Yeah.
focused.
I just went on Twitter and saw that. And you don't know what it is cuz I'm not going to show it. But it's just a cat with
Oh,
like
hold on.
dragon.
Hold on.
wings.
I can make this work. Okay, so Kate's watching TV,
Yes.
and then he sees this Mayan pyramid, and there's a dragon coming out, a Quetzalcoatl. And then the dude says, Dragon aliens.
Yes.
Boom, head cannon.
Yes.
Are you happy?
My
Good, move on.
Let's yeah, let's see what yeah, we got that out of the way. I think we're the only ones who could do like cuz Cherry yeah, she's a guest, so she's not really cast for any person. So like you do any voices like
I
at
mean,
all? Like
She,
I mean, I can do the occasional lolly voice if I wanted to. First of all, I have to speak in Japanese, and I don't know why, but this is my technique. Because I've been learning Japanese for like the last almost 7 years.
yeah.
So then I've seen some live streamers in Japan who speak in this very annoying and irritating high pitched voice,
Mm,
and some of these people are in their 30s. So apparently that's their natural voice. I call a lie on that, but okay. So I started copying then, and from there I would just translate in that into English. So I'd be like, あのね、聞こえますか？聞こえるないの? Okay, hi. How are we doing today?
yeah.
Well, I can do higher than that, but sometimes I mean I'm trying to explore more characters for my ASMR at the moment.
Yeah. Your channel is like it's just getting popular. It's getting there. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course we'll
it
link
is.
you. People, she's great. She does a great job. Um,
I mean, some of your audience might be from my Twitter feed, so
huh.
yeah, I always go on Twitter and you have a lot of people that really care for you. You have a lot of, great supporters and everything. So you
I
really deserve
know.
all that support. You really do. I've seen that.
Thank you.
People, when you need a break or something, they're always like fine with it. Having a community like that is always important for content creators. Because if you don't have like a community, because I know how like there's these Minecraft stands and they could get very, very, very
Oh,
aggressive. Towards others for no reason. But then you got these communities like your community, and they're really nice because when you need a break or you need to, stop to do something on your and you have something to do on your own time, they're all, they're fine. They're like, yeah, do it. Yeah, that's more important. Like I see those comments and I'm like,
it's like we're
wow,
here for you.
that's like so sweet of them.
I know.
So yeah, we are gonna link. We'll link you, Cherry, and your channel and your Twitter in the description.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. That's not a problem. We always do. We always don't link anyone at the beginning because it's not available because it's special guest. But now once the stream
Yeah.
has started, you can. Because that's just yeah, yeah. All right.
Heck
Next
yeah.
question. What other characters do you do? Uh, I like in general. Speaking of voiceover wise, I don't. I don't. I've been auditioning for a lot of stuff lately, but the issue is I'm not getting a lot of characters cuz I'm not doing like smaller projects anymore. I'm actually like really like stuck on animation and indie animated projects similar to like what other people are doing. Like there's one that's going to come out called Monkey Wrench. Their pilot's going to um you know
No, he has actually voiced in a little series, Loving Reaper.
oh yeah. That I wish I could play it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure about copyright. So cuz
Yeah,
cuz YouTube can't automatically cuz I've played a character for that, but sometimes it
but
ends
all
up
you really need to know is he acted for a rabbit.
yes, yes. And that rabbit died.
He
Spoilers. Hey, don't.
Hey, it's not like
Whoa.
I know.
we know
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
gonna die anyways. Every animal dies in that series. Every
I'm just
animal.
messing around.
I know. But every animal dies in
But
that series, which is sucks.
yeah. So Rado here has done other roles aside from Down to Earth, and I think that's kind of what the question was about.
Yeah,
But primarily his focus right now is Down to Earth
yeah,
and indie projects that would be animation based, I believe you said.
yeah. They're like, I've auditioned. Is my audio? Did my audio go bad? Someone say something.
Tacos.
Okay. All right.
My
Yeah.
go-to.
I'm auditioning for a lot of stuff now. Most of it is that's the worst part. I'm in this bad habit of doing practices. Um, and like I just do practice. That's it. I only practice. People would expect with the voice I have with my higher range, with my goofy comedic characters, that I'd be in like I'd been doing it for like a few years at least. No, it's been. I think this is my 8th month of doing this. It's been 8 months. 8 months ago, I met Sage. Second day, I joined this like one voice acting server, and then the rest is history. The rest is history. It was a weird time for me. I'm not gonna go into detail. All I gotta say is there were my ups and downs, and I managed to somehow set it at like this really perfect area. I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm happy with who I am, and I'm happy to have this crew and these people that really care for our community, because if I ended up choosing someone that ended up being an asshole in our cast, that would really be difficult to balance. So, excuse my language. Occasionally it will slip. That's not an issue.
You've been excused.
Yeah, I'm thankful because B was perfect. Alex or Grizzy, he's perfect. For Ethan, all these voice actors are so perfect, and I'm just like, wow, this is exactly the voices I imagined for them. Like, it was exactly. It wasn't like, oh, they could have done this. No, I woke up one day to these auditions, and I looked at them, and I'm like, wow, this is literally what I wanted. Like, exactly. Like, there is no, like, oh, this is similar to what I want. No, exactly how I wanted it. All these voices were perfect. So, yeah. And then I formed a server. Server was kind of empty at the beginning, because it wasn't public.
Okay.
But
Rado, we got a real quick question. What kind of mic are you using?
what kind of mic am I using? I am using an XLR microphone. This microphone is the AKG P220. It is hooked up to my Scarlett audio interface. This is the Scarlett Solo. So the mic is around, I think, $120 on Amazon now. I paid $150 back in like Christmas time. And then the audio interface is the solo is $110, and then you're gonna have to buy the XLR cable separately because it doesn't come with an XLR cable, unfortunately. I don't think any mic does really. They're like $6, so that's not much.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Green Wolfie says, "Thank you."
of course, dude. Anytime. It just depends, cause it depends on your surroundings. This is a really quiet mic, so I chose this because I'm a really happy person and I have a lot of energy. So I end up projecting a lot of that happiness into the mic. And I didn't want a dull mic because then it wouldn't show that much. It's a very warm mic, so if you are going to do any voiceover, know that this is a very warm mic, and depressed characters are okay with this. It's not like they're bad, but this is the perfect mic for any generic anime characters that are happy, or anything that's or someone who is excited, because it really hears that tone, that happy tone.
Okay.
And with
And we have another comment by, I want to say, Iconical Gaming. What is your favorite part about voice acting in general?
All right, we're gonna answer this. We're all gonna answer this in terms of, because Cherry's technically in voiceover because they're doing ASMR. So
Yeah.
how about B, you answer first, Cherry you answer second, and then I'll answer last. What is your guys' favorite part of the voiceover industry, or just voice acting in general?
Um, hmm. I would have to say it is either well, that's kind of a hard question. Um, I do enjoy getting to socialize and meet new people and new talent, and because not only do I get to build these really awesome friendships and connections, but I get to learn a lot from other people. From I started I started voice acting a little bit over a year ago, and I feel like I have learned so much just from the people that I have met along the way. I have I feel like my brain has gone from smooth to bumpy, as far as it's getting bumpier. It's still got a ways to go, but I feel like I'm getting to learn a whole lot about the industry, and about how to use my voice in different ways to achieve different effects, and everything like that. And I also just really like getting to play characters. I am a stage actor from those are kind of my roots, and the whole pandemic thing kind of led me to get into voice acting, and I just didn't have a whole lot of time to go out and do rehearsals either. And it's really it's also just really allowed me to express myself, um and um put a lot of effort into this extra time that I would have just been sitting around or watching videos on YouTube. I have something to put energy into and devote my time to, and I really love that about voice acting. And
Yeah.
that's kind of my answer. So,
That was a good answer. That was a really good answer. What about you, Cherry? What is your
Well,
favorite part about it?
to me, voice acting is like some form of escapism because I did performing art in school for about 7 years, and I was pretty insecure about myself. And about 2017-ish, my friend wrote a script for Carlton Audio, if you know who he is. And I fell in love with the whole aspect of voice acting. And I was kind of hesitant to try it out. Here in 2020, in 2020, I got into it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a channel, and I want to see what I can bring with my physical acting skills into voice acting. And from there, I've just fell in love, and I thought this can get me away from my hectic life for a bit.
That is
I
that
don't,
that is a really good
yeah,
answer. I really like that. I really do. A lot of people have they say a lot of voice acting. I've met a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I want money," or this is just a great job that I'd enjoy, and it pays a lot. A lot of people I've seen that start the greed gets to them before they're even starting their career paths as a voice actor, which is so unfortunate because they're just gonna go down because greed correlates with ego, and then it's just all gonna go downhill, and it's just not a good being greedy over anything is just not a good thing. Having an ego, it depends if it's a competition, but if it's something like a voiceover, ego's not gonna get you anywhere. You're gonna really it's okay to have confidence in yourself. But having an ego saying that you're better than any other person, that is a different story, because if you're gonna go ahead and do that and call everybody bad, or call all the voice actors you've met bad and they've got more experience than you, then obviously your ego's taking you to places that aren't even relevant, because you're gonna fall down. You're just gonna fall down back to where you started if you're just gonna keep going. I've met people that are successful and they put this fake smile on, but their ego is way up there on Discord and on social media, and it pisses me off sometimes, but I don't say anything. I don't. All right. What do I like about voice acting? What is my favorite thing about voice acting? That is a hard question. I fell into this on accident. There was no time for me. I didn't ease into this. I took a swan dive to save myself mentally. It was a form, like Cherry. It was a way for me to escape. Instead, my original goal was, because I saw another podcast. I'm not gonna mention the name, but I saw another podcast like this one, and it's on YouTube. It's pretty big, and they had so much fun, and they had the cast of another animated series. You probably, at this point, you guys already know what this podcast is. It's all over the place, and so basically, I saw how happy they were, and how much fun they were having, and how much they were laughing, and I was really missing that, especially when it was summertime of 2020, and I was really going downhill. I was I looked awful. I barely had enough sleep. I was like a mess, dude. No detail. I'm not gonna get into deal. I'm just gonna say I was a mental and physical wreck during the summertime, and I couldn't pull myself together because quarantine really hit me, for that year. And so afterwards, I found the podcast, and I really laughed at the podcast, and I really liked it. And I just thought, wow, I would really want to have that. I'd really want to have some friends to talk to like that, or a team of people that work together and cooperate together and just are a really good team, and be able to make videos or any type of things, like a podcast or something. And that's what this was this is what I'd imagine. This is literally how my imagination would imagine this situation we're in now with this podcast. Yeah, I really wanted that, because I wasn't happy at that
Okay.
time. And look what
Another
happened.
question.
Another question?
Yeah.
What is
This
it?
one again comes from Green Wolfie, and they say, "What is a struggle you have when voice acting?"
All right. All right. We'll answer that right after I finish this question. And we're gonna go in the same order. B, Cherry, and me last. I don't know if Sage wants to be in this, cause Sage, I don't know, cause you do voiceover, but
Yeah, sure.
yeah, why not? All right, I'll be last. So B, Cherry, Sage, and then me. Okay. But I'll finish this question. I'll finish this quickly now. Yeah, tough time, but then afterwards I got introduced to voiceover, and I really fell in love with voiceover. It was just something that made me happy, and I just wanted to help people. I really did, because at the time I was just a wreck, and I didn't feel like I didn't have the motivation to help people. But when I was a kid, I always helped people, but then I lost that child innocence of being able to help people and give a helping hand. And years go by, or months go by. Months go by. I met Sage second day. I went to this voice acting server. We planned it out I think September. I'm like, yo, Sage, what if I did this dub for this comic I'm reading? Like, I just called him
And
out of the
then
blue.
I was like, okay,
Okay.
that's it.
And then that's how it started. My favorite thing about voice acting is the community, the people. I want to make people happy. That is my favorite thing. Being able to see others smile because of something I did, because of something we did as like a group. I just want to see people smile. I am absolutely happy that I'm able to do this and make people laugh. And I want to make it big one day, so I could make that happen and make others and more amounts of people laugh. That is my favorite thing. Being able to see a smile of a child or someone that truly enjoyed something you made or created. Being able to see that smile, that's the thank you. There's no need for physical words of thank you, because in the end, that smile already means thank you without even saying it. So, yeah, my favorite part of voiceover is the community, making people happy. I love it. I really do. I really want to make sure people are happy and nobody's going down to the depths like I did back when I was, in the summer before I got into voice acting. And I'm gonna do my best to prevent that, so people don't end up in the same position I was, or even in a worse position. All right, next question. B, you're gonna start this off. Where was it again? Let me go back up. Let me find it. I literally forgot where this question was. Oh, what is a struggle you have when voice acting?
A
That is
struggle.
correct.
Struggle. Uh, when I have to play a character where things get a little too real, especially a character that I might relate to a little bit too much, and things get a little real emotionally. Um, I do find I d- I do find it kind of hard to not I don't know how to explain this. I kind of get too into it and I end up kind of relating it too much, and then like the emotions become real for me. And it's kind of I feel like that's not good for me, but I feel like it also kind of helps the performance be a little bit more convincing. But um I like there's this I'm getting to play this character very soon. She is a younger girl, um, living in pretty much the height of a zombie apocalypse. Pretty much.
Oh, damn.
This was going to be a game on Steam, but we lost our artist, so now it's going to be um an audio book type thing. But
No.
yeah, an audio drama or whatever. Um, but she's very timid and very afraid. She doesn't speak out, and a lot of the she she is the narrator and also the main character of the story, but a lot of what she says is comes from her head. Like she's addressing the reader and telling them what's going on, but she doesn't speak out a lot. And me, I used to be very in my shell. I would not talk to anybody, and I was scared of the world. And I relate with her a lot, and I really enjoy getting to play her, but gosh, sometimes it gets a little too personal. And I'm like, oh, I can't do it. But then I can. It's like, but yeah, sometimes I just feel the emotion a little bit too much, and I can't separate it. So
Ah,
that's kind of my struggle. But it's also kind of a bonus because it helps with the performance. But
yeah. It's like a pro and a con in itself. It's like a
yeah, it's
mix
like
of both.
I'm reading lines and I get teary and the voice gets a little shaky, which it helps, but then I have to cut the audio off and I'm like like dry the tears, wipe the nose, don't get snotty, you get that thick voice, that thick tone in your voice when you start crying. And it's like, ugh, I can't do that. I got to keep it consistent. So I have to like take a break and like eat some ice cream, relax, watch some cute kitten videos on YouTube, then I'm good again.
Yes,
But
yes.
but yeah,
That
that's
is
kind of my
yes, yes. That is an interesting. I've never had all the voice actors I've met never had that. You have like some special like genetic blessing or something.
I did
Magical.
it when I performed on stage too. I remember I played, what was it? I was in a, I was in what was it? Gosh. Whatever the story, like the Scrooge story, like Tiny Tim and all that stuff. Um this was early on and kind of earlier in my theater kind of career, but I played Tiny Tim's oldest sister, and she's very hardworking, and she I don't remember her name. That's so sad. I don't remember the character I played's name, but she's very hardworking and everything like that. And in the part where, spoiler alert, Tiny Tim like does like kind of die, but then he doesn't. It's okay. It's if you know the Scrooge story, But like he gets shown like what's gonna happen if I don't change my ways, and then Tiny Tim dies and everything like that. And he's like, no, I'll be good. But anyway, the scene where like Tiny Tim dies, like when we rehearsed it, I got really emotional because there's some personal stuff in my life that I won't get into, but I related it to it kind of hard. And so I got really emotional. And my director was like, do you need to take a second? I'm like, oh, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm like in tears. But it's kind of always been a problem with me as far as acting. But it also, like I said, helps. So I'll stop talking. I'll let someone else answer.
All right, that was a lot, and I'm thankful for that. 'Cause at least someone else is doing a lot of the talking, not just me. I bet you the chat's like, "Whoa, damn! When is Rado gonna shut up?" I bet you that's what they're thinking. Let someone else talk, Rado, and I will. So
Actually, we do have another question.
okay. I'll answer this quickly. Is it like for
All
anyone
right.
else or just me? I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to just do all the questions. You can just pass one off. One person answers. We can move on.
That is true.
I mean, between the two lists I made and the live chat, we have questions for days.
Oh yeah.
Got it?
Indeed, we do. Yep, got it, dude. All right. So, Cherry, what was the question again? I forgot. What's wrong with
What are
me?
the struggles of voice acting?
Yeah.
Like, what are my struggles?
Yeah. What are your struggles with voice
Oh,
acting?
oh, this is gonna be interesting because I've only done like, I guess you could say I've technically done this since like November of 2020, and my main struggle was like trying to write scripts. I would be like writing scripts, trying to, and the other problem is this was before like I invested in a microphone, so I was worried about the audio quality. And then it's also me trying not to get attached or trying to make it too personal, because I don't want, like, as much as like people prefer like personal, like, I like it, it's different than to anything else I've ever listened to, but it's also like, oh, we didn't need to know that. That's like, that's why I always try and make it as half personal instead of like fully personal. And I don't want to get too attached to my own characters to a point where I'm just obsessing over them or where I talk about them too much. As like example, my Cinderella Angel series. It's like I don't want her to be more like me. I want them to have their own personas in a way, which
Yeah.
I guess is like the point of ASMR, like role play ASMR. Like you want them to have like different personalities. You don't want them to be like all the same person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they might have a similar voice, but they're not the same person. They had their own character, like their own
Yes.
sense of style or whatever.
Yes.
So I'm trying to
Yes.
prevent that as much as I can.
Yeah. Of course. That is that. I feel like that is in the ASMR community. By the way, I put you in the description, guys. Go check out Cherry's channel on Twitter. Make sure to follow and subscribe to her. Um. Yeah. I feel like I've been and I am kind of guilty of this, but I do listen to ASMR sometimes. um, that's just because it's a rare Damn, Gary. Gary just quoted what I said. Wow, damn, when's Rado gonna thank you, Gary, for
Hey,
quoting me. I know that's a joke. It's Gary.
big round of big round of applause for Gary,
Gary's
pillar
sitting
of the
in another
community.
Gary.
chat.
Yay!
Gary's sitting in another
Woo!
chat. Look what chat he's sitting in.
Oh no, Gary, no.
Um, all right. What was I gonna say? I literally just forgot. With the ASMR community, it's definitely hard like that because, like, I know people want to make it as realistic as possible, but they don't want to, put their own personal life and stuff, into that. And it's really hard. But oh yeah, Cherry, have you heard the controversy with what happened to Teacup Audio? She deleted her
Oh, I've
channel.
heard. I know.
She's
I
deleted her
know
channel.
because there's been a lot of drama within the ASMR community these past few months, and
I
it's
know.
dealing with it at the front lines, especially. Um, there's like, just being at the front lines and dealing with it personally, and it's like it's been there for quite a while under the surface, but now it's starting to surface, and all the drama is piling up at once. And I'm just thinking, can we talk about something else? It's like, let's change the subject, please. This is the
Yeah.
last thing I want to see on my Twitter feed. What happened to Happy Wholesome Kittens?
Yeah, Teacup Audio got wrecked by YouTube, and that makes me sad because she was my favorite. She was my favorite YouTuber, ASMR YouTuber. She was like one of the best too. Like if you listen to her audio, holy shit, man, she does She is like amazing at improv. I need her to teach me how to do that. Like she has
How to do improv?
like proper improv because she is a master at that, like,
Well,
and quickly just winging stuff because I know some of that's not scripted in. I know it's not.
I can, I've done that pretty easily.
It
In
is,
fact,
it's
the
yeah,
pretty
video I
easy.
just released
it's
today,
instinctive.
I did it completely improv.
Oh frick,
Like
there's
I don't even write scripts anymore.
sorry. uh yeah, it's crazy. I just saw on Twitter the earthquake thing in Japan. Holy crap, dude, that's terrible. Dude, there better not be another like tsunami or something. No, in Japan there probably is.
Rough national disasters.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, ASMR community is really in this like weird area right now, which it's unfortunate. It really is. Cause it's a great community. The people I've met that do ASMR, they're great people, including you, Cherry. You're really nice. Um.
Oh, stop it,
And
you.
but it's true. And I've met so much amazing people in that community, and I feel like the ASMR community deserves to be a part of voiceover. I know I hate when people say it's not, because I've met so many voice actors that do that in their spare time, or just because, like, just for fun. I've seen like a lot of Japanese like TV shows of like voice actors who voice some of my favorite anime characters, and they have the challenge. They have like that microphone with the like ears, right? With the two of the left and the right. And they have to like voice characters, and it's literally just like that character ASMR. It literally is just that. That's what the show is. So basically, it's just free real estate for those Japanese people to listen to their favorite characters ASMR with the actual voice actors. So yeah, it's definitely something that I hate when people say it's not part of the voice acting community. It pisses me off. Because it irritates me. That's the better word. I don't get pissed off easily. It irritates me. Japanese anime. Sorry, yes, George or Gary. See, I messed up your because your name says Grgo. Yes, Gary. Japanese anime
Ah, shit.
ASMR. So
I actually have a secret.
what is
A
it?
secret I must show.
What
I
is it?
once made an ASMR video.
Oh no! Wait, really?
And I didn't get to see
Yeah.
this.
No.
Come on, say
Give me the gib, please, please
uh,
gib.
How about
Yeah,
this? I'll give you a live
hand it
taste of it.
over.
oh
Okay,
boy.
good.
It better not be anything bad.
I was gonna be like, hand it over, hand me the link, come on.
No.
He's just
What?
gonna give us an example,
I'll give you an example.
a live example.
Close your eyes and imagine the warm rays of Florida.
Yeah, like that's true. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's probably cooking you
It-
alive, and then freaking homeless people are robbing you. I'm kidding.
Well, mainly your shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't ask me why things like that actually have value, but I don't know. Why are you
Yeah.
wearing J's?
All right, it's your turn, Sage. You did voiceover for fun for a decent amount of time, so you know a decent amount of voiceover. Um,
Yeah. Actually, a lot of my stuff was actually horror narration.
yeah. What is
Hmm.
a struggle you have or you had when you were doing this back in the day?
So the thing about horror narration, you have to just sound normal most of the time. Like you don't know what's going to happen, and then you have to slowly ramp it up. I'm Bob. Uh, why is it so misty? You know, it goes from normal to cautious to scared to crapping your pants.
Yes.
It's you have to understand that you have to scale tension, and composing yourself sometimes takes a little bit of challenge. Compared to ASMR, where you're trying to compose your listener, it's almost like the opposite effect.
Yes, yes. Indeed. Oh, someone
Giant spaghetti monster.
pinged. All right. I'm thankful I'm on Do Not Disturb right now. All right. So, thank you for that input. Now finally to me. I'm putting myself last because yeah, I don't want to overtalk anyone. Um. Uh. All right. What is a struggle I have when voiceover? I have a lot. What is a struggle you have when voice acting? I think the biggest struggle of me having voiceover is okay, commercial work is fine. I'm actually properly trained in commercial work, so I could do that. Is my voice suited for it? Hell no. But I'm properly trained for the future, for future occasions, so I'm fine on that note. Actual acting, like characters, I had to do most of it myself. Crying was really hard and still is kind of difficult. It's not that difficult anymore. I show a lot of my emotions now. I used to be such a Debbie Downer, as Stace would say to Cade. Um, and my biggest struggle is probably crying, and screaming. Screaming. Okay, screaming's fine when I'm doing attacks. Any attacking noises. Okay, if I lower my volume. Like if I go like ha or something like that. I don't know. Sorry if it got loud. I tried my lowering my volume, but like if I go like that, that's fine. I could do that. I'm not warmed up yet. It's morning, you know. Gary, please. Oh, you're making the chat so much better. I say a lot, by the way, if you guys know. Yeah, biggest struggle: and screaming and crying. Those are my struggles in voiceover. And then there's another struggle, and that is dry throat. If my throat could get dry fast. And also I think my biggest issue is I have really bad, like I have bladder issues basically. I don't drink water a lot to the point where my bladder is used to drinking water. It will like go through my body and I have to go use the bathroom every like 30 minutes after I drink a whole bottle of water. So water is an essential, right? For voiceover. So
Stay hydrated.
I drink a lot of water now. I do it in moderation though. You can't drink too much water. I've learned that from a pro. Your lips will get moist if you drink too much water at the same time. You gotta drink in moderation as well. Everything needs to be balanced. It's a balancing act most of the time. So, but if I drink too much water, or if I'm on an exercise and drink too much, the rest of the day I'm going peeing for like for a good hour. Like it's just gonna be back and forth like every 5 minutes going into the bathroom in and out. And be like, sorry guys, I gotta go, and then I'll be back after like 2 minutes. Okay guys, I'm back, and then like 5 minutes later, okay guys, I gotta go use the bathroom again, and I just leave. So yeah, biggest issues. I'm gonna list them off. I have a lot. I'm getting used to them though, and I'm practicing, and I'm getting a coach soon, so I'm gonna get rid of those soon. Uh, is except for bladder issues, though I can't get rid of that. I have to grow to not have that. So bladder, really small bladder in terms of holding water and um screaming, anything that's scared, fear, anything. If I'm scared or screaming like I'm scared, that is an issue. I have a real thank you, Green Wolfie. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad you like the podcast. We'll be doing this a lot. We should be able to do this more often. But and yeah, screaming like fear, and then crying. Crying, I'm getting used to it now. I'm slowly setting the path on crying. Because there's an episode where Kate cries, and I've practiced that, and I've learned to just feel those emotions. I bring a substitute in for what made me cry in the past, and that makes it for the most realistic crying. That's how you get it. It's a sad truth in acting, but if you want to cry, it is very. Sorry about Gary Green Wolfie. Gary is very sarcastic. He doesn't mean hate. It's just, he does it as a joke. So don't worry about Gary. Gary's really cool. He's a nice person. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, crying. And the sad truth about crying is literally that you have to bring out emotions, like real emotions out of it. There is no, there is no stopping. Like there's no faking it, because if you fake it, it'll sound faked. A lot of people who know how to cry without needing that are really talented people, or have gotten proper training, or they're really like just born like straight talented. But then there's people like me. I have an issue with it because I haven't cried. I've cried, but I haven't cried in 5 years due to stuff. And most of the time, guys don't really cry because in this society, it's sad, but a lot of people don't accept guys crying, so we just kind of hide it. That's just something that it just comes natural. Every guy thinks that when they're young, or when they're getting into like middle school or high school. It just kind of comes natural to them because they think, oh, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm just a weirdo if I cry. I get like, people are gonna think I'm weak. That's basically the mindset of every guy in high school, or like elementary, like late elementary to middle school, and then that's what stops them from showing emotion. Anyways, sorry. All right. Any other questions from the chat before we go into the other questions? Because these are some short questions. Because I'm gonna answer some that are just related to me and Sage, like in terms of episode wise. The project.
Last call. Any question?
Any questions? You guys can
Let
answer.
us hear them.
You guys could, say some questions after we answer these quick questions, but this is basically the last call before I go on to the project questions that we already have typed into Notepad. Someone said that they love your videos, Cherry. Ironical.
I know, I'm reading the
Gaming.
chat right now. Oh, thank you, Ironical. It's very sweet of you. Doll. I have a fan in here.
Yes. You deserve all that support, honestly. I feel like you'll have so much potential in the ASMR industry. You do a great job.
Okay.
Doll.
Greg's actually got a question.
Greg? Gerg? You mean Gary?
Well, he prefers Greg.
Wait, what? He likes Greg? What?
He likes Greg.
I called him George on accident one time.
He said that's fine. But yeah, and he asked, "What was y'all's first opinion on the comic?"
Oh, that's specific, but yes, Gary. Yeah, he likes being called. Yeah, that's his real name, Gary. Anyways, all right, B. What do you think? We're going in the same order as always. B, Cherry, Sage, and then me last, cause I have humbleness. You guys deserve the spotlight. I don't know if
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh,
I'm here. Don't worry. Um, First opinion of the comic. Uh, I mean, first I was like, I really like the art style. I think the art style is super cute. I think Pookie is very talented. Pookie senpai. Um, but I don't know. I thought, oh, alien comes out of nowhere and is like, hi, and then this kind of sad man is just like, okay, I guess you live with me now. And
wait,
then
that's just
and then
that.
comedy ensues and then drama and romance.
Yes,
But
indeed. You just
yeah,
explained the whole thing. You just answered that whole question.
pretty much. But yeah. I mean,
um,
I think it's cool.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm not sure if Cherry has read it. I'm gonna assume maybe. What do you think?
Maybe like a couple of pages because like I've been super busy as of late because
Yeah,
I've been planning collaborations with other ASMR.
and that's
Quite
fine.
recently I just did a collaboration as well.
Yeah.
That was fun. I don't know if you all know Mother Macabre, but I just recorded a collab with her, and
Uh,
she's been an inspiration to me. Do
who?
you
I'm
want me to
sorry.
type it?
Yeah, please. I want
Should
to
I type?
actually check them
Okay, I'll
out.
type it. Uh,
just
okay.
type in VC muted on
Yeah,
the
that would be
Discord.
easy. I was gonna be like, yeah, let's not type it in the live chat. um, but yeah, I read a couple of pages, and honestly, I want more, but I kind of lost the link to it. So if someone could send me a link again, that would be great.
Oh, that's yeah. I got you. I have it hotkeyed. No, I'm kidding. I don't. But I have the whole link just saved. The whole comic just
Hmm.
saved. I mean, as a director, it's just obligations, you know.
Okay, it's been typed in the VC muted chat.
Okay, I'm gonna check them out. Um, they're
She's
probably
she's quite big.
huge. Holy!
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say
Mhm.
a word. Um,
Holy.
that's that is crazy, dude. You did a collab with her, or
Mhm.
or
She's
Okay.
in the middle of editing, so that's always
Little heads up. We do have another question. Y'all can proceed. I'm just giving the heads up.
all right.
okie dokie.
Oh my goodness, dude, that is crazy. If you have that ability to do that, is you are lucky to be able to meet people like that. Oh, you are so lucky. I wouldn't. I would be like, I'd pass out if I found out I was doing a collab with someone that big. That's pretty
I
big.
almost did. I almost did pass out. I was
Oh,
like, you want me to do this? What? Okay, sure.
damn, bro. Yeah, if I got like any message from, hey, you want to do a collab? Like, what?
I
I
mean,
would.
I just got invited to take part in a video game voice acting job from a very close voice acting friend.
That's sick.
I don't know how to feel.
That that you should feel like great because I don't have any roles as much as I'm trying. I have to wait a long time. Why? Because all these deadlines are so damn long, and I shouldn't be going for stuff that has like over 1,000 auditions per project. Like that's just jackpot lottery stuff. I still audition for it. The reason why is because now on Twitter, all I find is indie animations or animations that are going for like uh other like companies like similar to Cartoon Network and stuff. Literally got I saw this audition offer for like this PBS Kids show and I was like, huh, maybe I could. No, they needed 9 to 12-year-olds, so before puberty. puberty. Yeah. So I couldn't do that. I really would want to though. That'd be cool. Cause I remember watching some old shows for like PBS Kids, and it'd be great to have an opportunity like that, even if it's a small one. It's still PBS Kids. Holy crap, dude! I voice act for PBS Kids. Holy crap! The chat just started like going fast. Okay. All right. What do you think, Sage? What did you think of Down to
Angel
Earth?
Hernandez. If you
Oh.
go well with voice acting, would you take it up like a job and keep doing it with other comics?
All right, we will answer that once Sage finishes, and then I'm gonna finish quickly the question before of like down to the what do we think of Down to Earth. Don't worry, we will answer that though, Angel. Don't worry, we'll get to that in a bit. All right, so what do you think, Sage? What do you think of Down to Earth? What is your opinion? Oh, Gary,
It's good. Let's move on.
it's good. Yes, my opinion, it's good. I liked it. I read it and I was lonely, so I read it because I watched a lot of romance anime. I'm not getting into a
Well said. Let's
relationship.
go.
Hell no. I'm staying with my anime. All right, let's go. Uh, if you go well with voice acting, would you take it like a job and keep doing it with other comics? All right, B.
Yes, absolutely. I find a lot of enjoyment in it, and if I could find a way to make it my career and keep doing it for as long as I possibly can, yeah, I definitely would.
Yes, well said. What about you, Cherry?
Wait, what was the question? I'm
Uh,
sorry, I was
it's
in the
fine.
middle of responding to
Uh,
a few messages. I'm
If you
sorry.
go well
Oh,
with
very
voice
unprofessional.
acting, nah, it's fine. If you go well with voice acting, would you take it like a job and keep doing it with other comics?
Yeah, I honestly would. I have been offered to do it, Attack on Titan, a bridge series, and I still haven't gotten back to that because I'm just like, so many things that I want to do. But it's very tempting to be a part of this abridged series, so I'm really considering it.
Yeah, you
But I
should.
do want to do
That's
some I do want to do some comic dubs at some point. If anyone is out there listening, I'm available because I have no life.
eh. In this day and age, COVID really hit us with staying inside, so nobody really
Yeah.
has a normal life at this point.
Yep. Might as well throw that away.
All right.
Plans out the window, dreams out the window.
Say, do you think you're gonna do anything with voice acting anytime in the future? Maybe career? I don't know. You're an editor. You're already an adult. You have a job, but possibly if you are gonna go in the future, let's say, um,
Well, I mean, no, I do like freelance IT and freelance editing. I wouldn't mind add voice acting to the roster.
yeah, that'd be great.
Eh,
It'd be a real like good. I'd feel like it'd be a funny time recording with like in the same like area or like let's say we both got like a similar role for something. I bet you it'd be the funniest thing ever to record in the same room. Because usually with cartoons, especially original animation, that side of the industry, you record, especially with multiple characters, you record in the same room usually. Um, Unlike anime, you multiple people in one room with the scripts, and it's just a lot of fun with improv and stuff. You got to be ready to switch things up, and yeah. Um, am I gonna do it as a career? I will answer this, and I think this will be a pretty clear answer. Um,
I'm just gonna start screenshotting the questions and send them to you.
all right.
Sound good, Rado?
Yeah, that's good. I will. Okay, I'm gonna answer. Okay, sorry. I just saw a question. So would I want this as a job? Yes, for sure. I'm actually working on this because right now in school I have the opportunity. I got accepted to a trade school, and trades a trade school program. My high school does a trade school program. Basically, I don't have to pay for the trade school for a majority of the years. Probably for the last year, yeah. Once I graduate, I could do one more year and get the last certificate for 4 years of that trade. And the salary for my trade is pretty good, so that is my plan B. I already got accepted into trade school. I'm gonna be learning there, and I'm setting myself up for the future so I don't go homeless when I graduate. Um, and voice acting is a priority with school. It is. It's not something I take as a hobby. I'm putting this as a priority in my eyes. And the reason why is, like I said, one of my favorite things about voice acting is seeing others smile. I want to help people. I want to be able to help a lot. I want to become someone who people look up to and see me as not just a good voice actor. Cherry probably lagged out. I'm gonna assume that. They'll probably join
Yeah,
back.
I
They're
did. I'm
back.
so sorry.
No, it's fine. I
Just
just
a
saw
little bit.
that quickly. That's fine. Um, I want to become an inspiration. I want to be able for people to look up to me, not just as a good voice actor, but someone who's been nice to others, someone who's really taken time to helping others. Because I just don't want to do voice acting, and like just because for money. No, no. Of course, earning money would be great because I'd love to be able to earn money off of something I enjoy doing. But I really want to help others. I really want to spend money to help my parents, especially because I don't want them to end up working for a big chunk of their lives, because I know a lot of people that are above the age of 65 and they still haven't retired because they don't have enough money to retire. First thing I'm gonna do if I ever get a big role and I get paid a lot of money, I'm gonna make sure my parents don't have to work anymore, and then afterwards, I'm probably going to look for an organization for CVID, which is common variable immune deficiency. This is a disease that causes your immune system to not produce any what is it? Antibodies. Yeah, your body
Yes.
you don't produce any antibodies with this disorder. And a VTuber actually has it.
Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse, yeah. She's one
Right.
of my favorite VTubers. A really great person. And my goal is to find an organization that I could donate to, a charity organization for CVID. Donate to that organization and maybe ask if I could do a charity stream for CVID awareness. And if I could, if I am big enough at that time, I will invite Iron Mouse to the charity stream so we could both spread the awareness of CVID. It's a very unfortunate disorder, an unfortunate disease. It really is terrible. It's sad. It really is, because not being able to produce your any antibodies, you'll get a
Antibodies.
cold. You'll get a cold, and you might die from just getting a cold, a simple cold. So with COVID going around, especially, it's very fearful for people with that. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
The condition has left her bedridden.
yeah, she
Yeah.
her muscles have definitely, and like bones, because she couldn't move, because she couldn't go anywhere, because she could get sick from almost anything, small things. So she just stayed in, and then she has now like these muscle deficiencies, like, so she
Such a
has,
precious thing.
yeah. If you sit in your body, your
Precious
muscles will.
person.
Iron, yeah, Iron Mouse is very precious. She's very
And as
nice.
vulgar as a sailor.
Yeah, but let's
She's got spirit, though. She's got spirit.
I'd love to have Iron Mouse. It'd be a dream, but I'd love to have Iron Mouse, even if it wasn't this podcast or just a stream for charity. I would love to, honestly, and not speaking because I know she has a lot of fans, and that's the worst part about people like that. People who are like not like worst about them. I'm saying worst about social media and stuff. When they have a lot of fans, it's really hard to contact people. So in that sense, it'd be really tough to contact unless I got to where I want to be. So yeah, I will make this a career. I know I talked a lot compared to others. I'm sorry, but I have a really set goal. I have a really set vision. I want to help others, and I want to make sure everybody smiles, and I really want happiness to be shown, because the world's not going to smile back at you. It's just a sad truth. You're going to smile, but the world's not going to smile back at you. But you know what's a good substitute for the world not smiling back at you? Making others smile. That is a great substitute. Making others smile instead of making the world smile back at you. that is the best feeling ever, knowing that you're making others smile. So that is my goal. I know that was a long question to answer for me. That's why I always put myself last. That way nobody gets left out and everybody has their turn first. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna stick with this comic dub for. It could take. It's probably gonna be years before I'm not. If this comic dub ends, then we're gonna keep going until we reach the last episode. Or if this comic, ends. Yeah, we're gonna keep going till we reach the last episode. If it's gonna keep going for years, we'll still go. We'll still do it. Honestly, I know there's gonna be our part ways eventually, but I really feel like if this thing goes the way we want it, if we get to where people enjoy it, a lot of people enjoy it, our partings it'll take way longer for us to just go away from each other. I feel like we should stick together now that we formed this crew, this team, because that's important in voice acting. I think Bees mentioned this when I was messaging her. It's important to know other voice actors and have connections and be able to help each other out and all this stuff. So yeah. All right. Other question. Gary asks, y'all ever wanted to not only voice act but act in front of the camera for live action TV show or something? Thank you for that really nice comment, Gary.
Grammar.
Yes. Gary's this is not his first language, but
I understand. He's a good guy though.
Yeah,
Good
he's
guy.
epic. All right, B.
Thumbs
What do
up.
you think?
Gary.
You've been on stage, so.
Well, yeah, I've done a lot of stage theater. Love that. Camera acting, not so much for me. Tried it. I went to a lot of workshops in Atlanta and stuff like that to do it. Talked to a lot of producers and stuff, and I just decided it wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy it. Because with camera acting, you're very, most of the time, unless your character allows for it, you're very toned down. And with theater, you have to act for the back row. Essentially, you have to exaggerate everything pretty much. So even the person in the back, that's your voice, that's your facial expressions, that's your body acting. You have to play for the back row. And with camera acting, you can't do that because camera's right there, and you just have these really minimalistic facial expressions most of the time. It's I just didn't enjoy it. I like kind of getting to be over the top. So probably not camera. Would I do theater still? Absolutely. It's my home. It's my heart. But yeah.
Yes. What about you, Cherry? What do you think?
Honestly, not really. I've been so used to been sitting in my room talking to my microphone and just doing whatever the hell I want without having to. Because I am very camera shy. Every time my family's like, "Oh, let's take a family picture," I'm like, "Nope, I'm going back into my room, into my little corner, in my dark corner, away from everybody. Okay, I'm safe here. This is my zone. Get out of my room." Honestly, I'd still do musical theater if I could though. If there's one thing I could go back to, is musical theater for sure.
All right. That is a good answer. I feel like a lot of people are camera shy, so that is understandable. Interesting font, Sage, that you typed in the chat.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
sorry.
yes. All right. What do you think, Sage? You think you'd do live action anytime soon if you got the offer, maybe?
Oh, what? Big old, say, Mr. Man, the size of a bear.
I feel like
Yeah,
you'd be.
I,
Sorry.
I've always been a bit of a goofball. Maybe I'd give it a shot.
Honestly, I feel like you'd be an icon. Oh my goodness. People would be like, whoa, Sage would I bet you one person, if you'd ever be on a TV show or something, someone's gonna say, dude. Someone's gonna definitely say, dude, I'd totally let Sage give me a bear hug. Someone's gonna say that. I bet you someone would say that.
And they say that man lost 30 pounds that day.
Oof.
Crunch.
Yes. That back's broken. Okay. I wouldn't.
Instead of just
I'll be honest.
instead of autographs, I just
Uh,
break people's
I
backs.
wouldn't, and the reason why, I just, I think it's just not for me. I love acting, but I'm not energetic enough to do physical acting. I like standing and screaming and being able to wave my arms around and be stupid. I am a comedic relief character. Okay, maybe if I'm like this character that's just comedic relief in like a live action and I don't have to like run or anything or do any exercises or like high energy stuff, I walk in there, say a joke or something, or like, hey, what are you guys doing? And then like the laughing track plays on the stupid show. like, um, you know what I mean? Maybe that, but I wouldn't. I'd try it maybe once, but I'm just not. I like to be able to be behind the scenes, right? And then be something else, be someone else, someone else, place. Because that's voice acting is the only time I get to be someone else. And I have all rights to be someone else. I'm not. It's like pretending to be someone else, but you're not pretending for other. Well, you are, but you're not pretending for others to like you. You're doing it because you enjoy creating these characters. It's a very fun environment with the directors and everything. Especially if you have a good director. Uh, Especially with recording like in a studio and your director's there. I would love to do Funimation. Funimation is a nice place. In terms of for recording and anime dubs. I wouldn't say they're all that perfect. They aren't, the best. They have their own issues, and I'm not gonna mention them here because they're still a great company. But I am sure that sometimes I look at them a little differently. I don't hate them. But I don't like absolutely love them. I love the dubs. I love what they're doing with the dubs. But in terms of anime wise, I not exactly. Um, and they recently bought Crunchyroll too. But anyways, yeah, I wouldn't do live action. That's for sure. I would not. Also, my friend Amir asked me something about when will I tail whip Slade. I will never. Um, my ankles will get destroyed on my scooter. I will never learn to tail whip. Okay. Yeah, I have a pro scooter just sitting in my garage. I used to do that. Still, I might actually get into that in the summer. Great exercise. All right. Angel asked before, would some of you try to learn Spanish and voice act in Spanish? I'm Polish. I speak Polish. Dzień dobry, ja umiem gadać po polsku. Yeah, right? Yeah. Umiem gadać po polsku i ja rozmawiam. To jest mój pierwszy język, bo ja nauczyłem pierwszy raz. You won't understand a thing I said, but anyone who's Polish, you'll understand. Yeah, that Polish was my first language, and see if everyone else knew Polish, maybe. I'm not gonna go ahead and teach every voice actor Polish just to get a Polish dub out, but Spanish,
May I pitch in for a
Spanish.
second?
I don't really like the Spanish language. It's just not for me. I'm not like I'm just saying the language. I feel like
You
it's
could
just
have phrased
very
that a little
it's
differently,
very
I think.
different. I love to learn
Well,
I,
Japanese.
I'm, I don't really like
I
the
love
Spanish
I love the
language.
Spanish.
I
Hold up, my audio went bad again. I will be right back. My apologies.
About what
Okay.
Rado said. He said, I don't like the Spanish language. I was like, oh no, don't say that. You can't say that.
I
Phrase
didn't.
it differently.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
after lecturing me for not being controversial, you're just doing
Like what I
Exactly.
mean by I don't like the language. Hold up, someone's echoing.
It's
I'm not sure what it is, but
no es bueno, bro.
I'm just saying I don't like how long it takes to learn the language. I am so sorry. Nobody take that out of context. And I could correct myself here because now, yeah, I made that mistake. So if anyone tries to cancel me, yeah, you can't because I literally have proof here. I just don't. I feel like it takes too long to learn the language. I was gonna say before it cut out. I like the country. of Spain and any country that speaks this
He's just trying to
language.
save himself.
Um, I'm not just I'm okay. I'm not actually like trying to save myself. I'm genuinely like saving myself here. I like their foods. I like the environment. I have my cousin's married to someone who's from Ecuador, and really nice people, and they cook some really good food. Really had when I go to New York sometimes, uh, when I'm just upstairs, they're so welcoming, amazing people. Would I learn Spanish? It takes a long time to learn a language. I wouldn't. Maybe Japanese, but I feel like I wouldn't wanna. I wouldn't wanna learn the Spanish language. That language isn't for me to learn. For someone else, yeah, but not for me. Japanese is something I'd learn though, or I'd want to learn. All right. What about you, B? What about you guys? I'm gonna get canceled for something I did. It just without the context. I'm gonna get
Look,
canceled.
I think you've covered your bases. I think you're okay.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna get canceled. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. As far as learning Spanish to do Spanish voice acting, honestly, I don't think my voice would sound that good in Spanish. Uh, Plus, I mean, honestly, I do want to learn another language. I'm not sure what, but uh, I think it would be interesting. I'd be open to it. I'm not gonna say I would never do it, but you'd have to really convince me to be like, yeah, you should do this. I'd be like, okay, maybe. But
Yes, yes.
big
Um,
respect for people who do that though, who learn other languages to do other dubs of like anime and whatever, because that is a big job, and to make these stories accessible for everybody, I
yeah,
think that's really that's um
you're cool
that's
for
a good
that.
cause. You are very poggers for that.
uh,
Jesus.
and yeah. Okay, so I don't think there's any other questions. I just said some gibberish. I was gonna be like, "Are there any other questions?" And I said gibberish. All right.
Gibberish.
What about you, Sage? Would you learn Spanish, or would you want to learn
I
Spanish?
actually I know a little Spanish.
Oh,
Oh,
I've even adapted myself to a good accent.
all right. You wanna give us a little taste of your knowledge of this language? Language.
See, mi amo el Sage.
Epic.
Close enough.
Yeah.
That's for free. Muy magnifico. That's about
All right.
it.
Someone asked,
Go on.
when is episode 10 coming out?
You just got episode 9. You can wait.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Sage answered it.
The
Uh,
move on.
all right. Any other? No other. All right. We're gonna start answering these questions. We're gonna knock these questions out quickly. Just a few. We're
okay.
we're reaching our end. So, uh, what are there any openings for the project? We do have this short opening, and then like the music, and then like it's down to earth in this pretty font with the stars, and then like goes
I-
down.
I don't know if that's what that question is asking, to be honest.
I don't know openings.
I think
like,
they mean like
Opening
any
type
spot for
position.
people to work on the project with
Oh, I
us.
see, I
I
see.
think that's what it means.
I see when I see openings, I always think anime openings.
Right, you weeb.
I
Oh my
know,
goodness.
I know. Right now, no, not at the moment, but we have our Discord server. If you want to join, we will ping you there when the casting call has any new roles. We are looking for audio engineers, or anyone that is good with sound effects, like sound effect artists, people who like use different items to make these sound effects match, because sometimes it's really hard to find sound effects online that are like royalty free. So if you are into this, remember this is all non paid. So like you're getting paid with recognition. You're getting paid with a lovely crew, nice people. is I mean that's the I wish I could pay. I really do, but I am in high school. Keep in mind, I do not even have a part-time job because I'm focusing on voice acting and my job is so much like my other learning for trade school. So I'm focusing on that instead of getting a part-time job. As important as it is to have one. For now, COVID struck me out of that opportunity. I probably would have because I'm 15 now, so I probably could get some type of job. So yeah, that is the unfortunate truth. I cannot pay anyone at the moment. And even if we do get monetized, I don't even know if I want to monetize this because it's Pookie Senpai's work. So what would you teach an alien? B, what would you teach Zeta or any alien that visited? What would you teach them first?
How to do your taxes. Because if you're gonna live on Earth, you got to, or at least in America, which I assume this takes place in America. This is an assumption. Teach her how to do her taxes. Teach her everything else, and when she can understand what she needs to know, teach her how to do taxes. Because if she's gonna be out on her own someday, maybe she needs to learn how to do taxes. Maybe she needs to learn how to buy a house.
Yeah, true. All
The
right, so
American school system needs to teach kids how to do their taxes. Okay, anyway, that's
They
my.
teach an economics
Okay.
class.
They didn't teach us, but okay.
Ah, it was a prerequisite where I was from.
Well,
In Florida.
not here. Not here.
Florida,
Not here.
Florida's the place where you get all these druggies, and then like the school actually has proper teaching. Już kończę teraz.
Economics.
Dobra.
And.
All right. All right, we're gonna do one more question before we go.
Okay.
And this is gonna be, why are you doing EarthCast? EarthCast.
I mean,
it's just because I wanted to do it.
Self-motivation is good.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I think that EarthCast is just a place so I could get people to get an idea of our cast. EarthCast, podcast, character cast.
Deep breath.
But I wanted to show everybody who these people are, how nice they are, how great of how great of voice actors they are, how talented they are, and just how fun it could be to just be in a podcast like this and be able to see others ask questions and just have a lot of fun, laugh. The beginning was stupid. I forgot to go live. That was definitely what loosened this up a lot. So yeah. We got this set up. We won't be showing memes today. I'm in a bit of a rush today. I apologize. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Any last words from any of you guys, including the guests? Also make sure to check Cherry's channel and Twitter. It's all in the description, including B and Sage's stuff. Any last words from you guys?
Quack.
Can I address Gary really quick?
Yeah. You can address Gary.
If that's a serious question, no, I don't do commissions. But if you wanted me to say something, I would just do it for free. It's not a big deal. So if you want to do that, you can message me, whatever you want. But yeah.
All right, we got our answer. Thank you, B. That is a really good ending to that. Anything from you, Cherry? Anything from you? You want to say?
Oh,
anything?
I think she had dinner. She messaged me. She said she had to go to dinner, so I don't think she's gonna.
So Cherry's gonna be gone for the rest of that. So we already got our goodbyes. Hope you enjoy your food, Cherry. If you see this recording. All right, Sage. Any last words from you? You got anything to say to the people?
C'est la vie.
Good answer.
Well said.
Just means bye.
All right. So thank you guys so much for just helping us just reach 700 subscribers. Dude, that is crazy. I can't imagine that. I am so thankful. I've been in so much stuff, and I've been like up and down in my life, and I finally found an area where I can finally be happy with this crew and with people who support, because I've never had this much support in my entire life, and I'm so glad people are smiling and that these episodes are making others happy, because that is what I wanted as a voice actor, and I'm slowly achieving that. And I bet you we are all achieving some sort of milestone within the Down Earth Comic Dub. We all, as voice actors, are. I bet we are. Alex is gonna come up soon with the newer episodes. So yeah, once again, I'm so thankful for everybody, and we are all thankful over here on the Discord server, and just in general, we are. We just chill and we talk about how much you guys have changed our lives, even if it's just a little bit. So yeah, thank you guys. Remember, smile. If the world's not smiling back at you, make others smile, and smile. Just in general, just smile. Be happy. Make others happy while you're happy too. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode, whether it's the new EarthCast episode or it's the new Comic Dub episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.